Hey guys, I'm Blessed here with a new review. This time we have The Walking Dead issue 104. And I'm always anticipating these books when they come out. I love them just as much as the show, if not more. But before I really get into this review, just want to let you guys know that this review does contain spoilers. So if you haven't read this book yet, go pick it up at your local comic book shop and come back and we'll talk about it. So this actually, 104, starts right where 103 left off. Like, literally right where it left off. Negan is right in Rick's little community, and he's basically saying goodbye, in his little F this, F that way. And he's leaving, and they close the gates on him, and he's basically gone with all their stuff. And all of the Rick's people are very angry at him. Like, they're saying, how can you let this happen to us, really? Like, how are you letting us down? Like, you've been such a great leader for us, and now it's just kind of whatever. And he kind of just yells at them and says, I'm not in charge anymore. Negan is, like, listen to him, don't even look at me anymore, like, all this stuff. And they're all upset, like, they don't know what Rick's doing. And we know, the readers know, that Rick actually has a plan, and his plan is to look like he's weak and not trying to do anything. So then Rick goes to his house and he yells for Carl, and Carl's not there. So where's Carl? Well, this is where this book gets awesome. I love this issue. It seems like it's shorter. I don't know why. Maybe because I liked it and I just kept on reading it fast. But Carl is hiding in Negan's van that he left with. And he has this huge gun with him. The gun's bigger than him. And he's just like in between a couple mattresses hiding and in Negan's van. So what's going to happen? Like, I was so pumped. I wanted to know what happened right away. Kept on reading. Then we go back to the prisoner that Rick had before. I forget what his name was. The guy with the burnt face. And obviously we know that Jesus is still following him, and looks like he found a backpack and he has a crossbow. And one of Negan's other members comes up and says, what are you doing? Don't you realize that someone's following you? So they realize that Jesus is following him, and they kind of surround Jesus. And Jesus is really skilled. He's really good at fighting, so he takes down a couple of their guys. But they just overwhelm him, and they end up taking him down. And they're about to kill him right on the spot. But they actually want to bring him back to Negan's base. And this is when we get the first glimpse of Negan's base. It looks awesome. It looks like a factory almost. A huge, like, industrial factory. Really tall, like, almost like, not really a skyscraper, but it's pretty big. There's, like, tons of windows. And right in the front, there's a bunch of dead zombies everywhere. Kind of like a warning, like, don't come in. Kind of reminds me of, like Dracula or something with heads on stakes in front of his house, like warning people, don't come here. And so we basically see zombies everywhere, like with stuff stabbed in them, half of their body just hanging there. Looks really awesome. There's literally hundreds of zombies in front. And then we basically learn that Jesus actually got away. He actually got out of the car, untied himself, and ran away. So Jesus is good. And I really didn't want Jesus to die, because he's one of my newer favorite characters. He's really cool. I really want them to develop his character a lot more. It'd really be awesome. So they basically open the gate to Negan's little place, and they open it up, and they start unloading stuff, and you can see that they took a lot of stuff from Rick. A lot of mattresses. Still don't know why, and we actually find out something kind of important too, that two of Negan's, like, men are unloading the stuff, and they're saying, you think we're gonna get any of this? He's like, I hope so, but who knows what we'll have to do to earn one. So we can see that Negan's very harsh and cruel to his own people, that he won't even give them the supplies that he's getting. So we can see that he's not even a nice guy to his own people. So then one of them notices that Carl's hiding in the back with this giant gun, and Carl just opens fire, and he kills like a bunch of people. And I just can't even believe this. This gun is bigger than him. So basically every time he fires, he's knocked back. And he basically just yells, I want Negan. I want to kill him. He killed my friend. That's all I want. And basically Negan's like, kid, just stop, man. And he's not. He's just starts shooting. And, really, I wish he would have just killed Negan right on the spot. But, of course, Negan doesn't get shot. But Carl takes down at least 6 or 7 people he kills. And, eventually one of Negan's men comes up and takes the gun from him and starts kicking him. And he's about to kill Carl. So again, this is a close call, another almost close kill in this book. And Negan kind of just says, get off of him. That's no way to treat our new guest. And that was basically the end of the issue. So how is this going to work from here? I really have no clue. I don't know what he's gonna do to Carl. Is it gonna be similar to what the governor did? Is he gonna torture him, or is he gonna treat him well and kind of? I think this is what I think. This is my prediction. I think Negan is gonna kind of take Carl in and try to persuade him to be on his side. I think Negan wants him to be one of his men so he can kind of go back into Rick's group and kind of find out what's happening, kind of be like a spy for him. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because I really don't want Rick to be in that situation, but you never know. And before I go, I just want to talk about the cover for a minute. It's a really cool cover, one of the better covers of The Walking Dead. I'm happy that these Something to Fear ones are done, because I just got tired of them. But on the front, we just see Carl with his hat on. There's a hole in the back of his hat, obviously, because when he got shot. Bandage on his head. He still didn't take those bandages off. I'm pretty sure he's going to have them on for a while. Probably the rest of his life, maybe. He's going to just keep on changing those bandages. And he's holding the big gun. And it's just awesome. Like, there's no background or anything, but it's just a nice little portrait of what's to come in the issue. And, you know, it really portrays what happens in the issue. Kind of just gives you a little tease. So, yeah, I thought this episode was actually amazing. One of my favorite episodes. One of my favorite issues lately. I mean, I think The Walking Dead, after issue 100, kind of went down a little bit after they basically killed Glenn, but I think it's really picking up now, and it's going to go into a really nice story arc. This story arc's really nice, in my opinion, but I know a lot of people are complaining it's basically the same story arc as the Governor. It's kind of the same situation, but I think it's different. I mean, the Governor, he was different in his own way, but Negan has this huge group and all this power and control over all these other groups, so it's different, but I think it'll turn out really differently too. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. So I just want to say thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and follow me at UnblessedData on Twitter. So thanks guys, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.